What up? What up? What up? Ladies and gents, boys and girls, you are now tuned in to a brand new episode of Sportsway with Dray podcast. I am your host with the most, the Hood's ESPN, Crystal Street's very own Dray Day. What's up? What's up? What's up? Once again, thank y'all for your continued support. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, Sportsway with Dray podcast. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share the video, tell a friend to tell a friend, all that good stuff. Y'all see the title of this. Should Caitlin Clark been Time Magazine's Athlete of the Year? Now, I think this story is about a good 2 weeks old. And a couple of people have hit me up and was like, yo, D, where you at, man? We waiting for you to speak on this. We waiting for you to speak on this. Listen, man, life happens, right? And I wasn't able to dive on it the way I wanted to. But since I'm out of work for a few days due to a pinched nerve, I said, you know what? Let me get on here and speak on it now. Let me give my opinion on it. Let me cook up something real quick and give my opinion on it. Should she have been Time Magazine's Athlete of the Year? It's a no-brainer if you ask me. It's a no-brainer. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some other athletes who could have been nominated for Athlete of the Year. But we got to keep it all the way 100. It's not just what you did in your profession, it's also the impact that you've made off the court or off the field or off the ice or off the diamond. You understand what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I truly believe that she definitely should have been Time Magazine's Athlete of the Year. Not only did she kill it in the WNBA with breaking all of these records as a rookie, right? People tend to forget that she broke records in college as well. You got to remember, this is 2024 we're talking about. So not only did she play college ball, she also played professional ball. So she played college ball, took a few weeks off, got drafted, went to training camp, did preseason, and then did professional basketball in the WNBA. So the girl has basically been playing basketball since November of 2023 to September of 2024. Damn near a whole year she's been playing basketball. And she has broken records in college and in the pros. Let's not even forget the sneaker deal that she was able to get as well. So you got to factor a lot of things in. The girl is very well iconic off the basketball court. She is. Now, obviously, it's been a lot of talk about what she said in the Time Magazine interview. And I definitely want to shed light on that as well. Because I can't just speak on that and then definitely not speak on this because everybody and their mother is speaking on it. When she basically said, basically, I'm paraphrasing, that the black women in the WNBA deserve more shine and deserves more recognition. What she said wasn't a lie, it's the actual truth. Like if people really pay attention to Caitlin Clark, because I don't think people really pay attention to her the way I do. I've been following her obviously since college. And I'm not just talking about her senior year at Iowa. I'm talking about when she first got to the first got to college. People tend to forget Paige Beckers was supposed to be Caitlin Clark, but she wound up getting hurt. With her getting hurt, that opened the spotlight for Caitlin Clark to get her shine. Not to say that she wasn't going to get it if Paige would have stayed relevant and not been hurt, I think they both would have killed it in their respectable region or whatever. But if you really paid attention to Caitlin Clark, especially in that senior year, because she knew she was going to the WNBA, she was shedding light already on those athletes, on those black women in the WNBA. She was always paying homage. This wasn't the first time she paid homage. Her favorite basketball player was Maya Moore. She spoke about Maya Moore every chance she get. She mentioned Dawn Staley's name. She mentioned Lisa Leslie's name. So she's mentioned some of our black WNBA legends. It just so happened that in this interview with Time Magazine, she uttered the words black women. When she said that, that just opened the floodgates. And now her fans are so much in the uproar that a lot of her fans have actually turned on her because of this. So this is how I feel about it. Those so-called fans of hers, they weren't real fans of hers. They weren't real fans of hers. They wasn't, because if they was real fans of hers, they would have supported her stance and just kept it moving. They wanted her to be against the train. They wanted her to be against what's going on in the WNBA. They wanted her to be against uh the black women. They wanted her to be against uh the transgender stuff. They wanted her to be against that. But all this girl wants to do is just play basketball. She reminds me of Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant doesn't want to get involved in politics. He doesn't want to get along and none of that other stuff off the basketball court. All he cares about is getting on that basketball court, shooting, and just playing ball. And that's all Caitlin Clark wants to do. But when you play in a league that has made all of these, how can I say it? They've done Black Lives Matter. They did Free BG. Yes, the WNBA has turned political in some way. The NBA has too, but nobody says anything when they do it. So it just so happens when Caitlyn does it, now her fans done turned to her, which is crazy in my eyes. It's baffling to me on how quick her fans turned on her. Like I remember Jason Whitlock, the fat fruit that he is, he loved Caitlin Clark, obsessed with Caitlin Clark. It was to the point where I felt like Caitlin Clark need to get an order of protection on him the way he be obsessed with her. When this when that clip came out of him about her doing that, all I kept saying to myself was, "Man, Jason Whitlock, he probably gonna throw her jersey away." And needless to say, I watched his show. I ain't gonna lie, I watched some of his stuff. Don't get me wrong. I have a love-hate relationship with Whitlock. There's some things he do I respect. There's some things I don't respect. Right? When that clip came out, my man had two Caitlin Clark posters and took them off his wall, all because she didn't fit his narrative. And I'm quite sure those fake Caitlin Clark fans probably did the same thing he did. Which I wanted her to be a racist? Is that what y'all wanted? Y'all wanted her to be a racist? Well, she's not. What she did was pay homage to the black athletes in the WNBA. And she's been doing it. Y'all just wasn't catching it. Y'all wasn't reading between the lines. She was always doing it. It just so happened in this clip, she mentioned the words black women, but she was always paying homage to our black legends. She was always paying homage to them. Y'all just wasn't catching it. She was throwing y'all the lob and y'all wasn't even catching it. She been doing it. But listen, at the end of the day, she should have won Time Magazine Athlete of the Year. And what I don't like is that you got some people, and I like Sheila Johnson from the Washington Mystics. She's basically saying that how why didn't they make the WNBA Athlete of the Year? First of all, the award is called Athlete of the Year, not League of the Year. And if you're gonna keep it all the way 100, even if it was a League of the Year, I'm not so sure. I'm not sure the WNBA exceeded Major League Baseball. I honestly believe if we're doing sport of the year or league of the year, I think Major League Baseball is league of the year, not WNBA. So for her to sit there and say, "Oh, I'm basically paraphrasing. Like she tried to acknowledge Angel Reese. She tried to acknowledge this draft class. That was fantastic, which I warned people was going to be the case. I said this 2024 class is going to be something. I tried to warn everybody. I tried to warn everybody that that was going to be the case. She was trying to, you know, institute that the league should have been athlete of the year. Cheryl Swoops was trying to throw Asia Wilson's name in there, which again, I have no problem with Asia. I love Asia Wilson. Asia Wilson is my favorite player, but she only played in the WNBA. And yes, she won a gold medal in the Olympics. So let me throw that in there as well. Time Magazine got it right. They got the selection right. It should have been Caitlin Clark, point blank, period, end of story. Point blank, period, end of story. I don't understand why this girl gets the hate that she gets. I honestly don't. I honestly don't. Like what she did for the WNBA this past year, remarkable, remarkable. And I've been told people this. Like, yes, is there other people that has helped shedding light on the WNBA? Yes. Angel Reese has her fan base. Asia Wilson has her fan base. Breonna Stewart has her fan base. But none of that meant anything prior to this season. And the reason being is because of that girl from Iowa that just so happens played for the Indiana Fever, and her name is Caitlin Clark. And the quicker everybody understands that and respect it, then the WNBA will be in a better place. Because right now, at this point, a lot of her fans have turned on her, and it's unfortunate. A lot of her fans have turned on her, which leads me to believe they wasn't real fans to begin with. So will they be around for the 2025 season? Only time will tell. But I know who will be there for the 2025 season. Me. I've been there since 1997. I haven't missed a season. Is she one of my favorite players? Yes, she is. Yes, she is. She was one of my favorite players in college. So I had no issue with what she said in that Time magazine. I had no issue with it. I had no issue with what she said. I had no issue with her being the selection for athlete of the year. I think they got it right. I mean, I think some people was throwing Otani's name around, with him, having the historic year that he had in Major League Baseball. I have no objection. Y'all can feel the way y'all want to feel. But I just think that Caitlin Clark should have won this award, and she did win. She killed it in college and she killed it in the WNBA. Now, did she win on both stages? No. She lost in the national championship game and she lost in the first round in the WNBA playoffs. So let's get that out the way. Yes, she lost both times, but her impact on both levels, can't take that away from her. You can't take it away from her. So it is what it is. If you still mad at Time Magazine for giving it to her, it is what it is. So for all you fake Caitlin Clark fans, y'all might as well just kick rocks because this just proves that you wasn't real fans anyway. Because if you were real fans of hers, you would continue to support her as opposed to turning your back on her. So it is what it is. It's a wrap for this episode. Well, a wrap for this video. So once again, thank y'all for y'all continued support. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. Once again, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Sportsway with Dray Day Podcast. Hit that like button, hit that share button, tell a friend to tell a friend. I think I'm currently at 271 or 272 subscribers. Come on, man. Let's crank this up to 300. Let's crank this up to 300. But once again, thank y'all for y'all continued support. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. In closing, y'all know how this goes. This has been another episode of Sports with Dray Day Podcast. Happy holidays to everybody. Y'all be safe. God bless. Peace and love. Your boy is out of here. Peace.